What's going on, everybody? This is Preston Smith. I hope everybody doing well. This is Preston from the couch, or from the love seat rather, or from the man chair, however you want to put it. The reason I'm doing this because everybody wants Preston to do video blogs, expressing his thoughts on tape. So I thought the best way to probably do this is probably in the house, in a position where I can be comfortable and I can just do my thoughts, and y'all can have at it, whatever you believe it or not, or whatever you think. Alright, so once a week we'll do this. I'll go on about a few subjects that I thought that were important to cover during the week, and we'll see how it goes from there, okay? Alright, we're going to start. Now, if you follow me on Facebook, then you'll know that the subjects, or the topics that I cover and the titles I give them are going to be the same as I did on video. Now, this one right here, we call this my rant. Today's rant is Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman, and race. Okay. This case, as sad as it is, started out simply as neighborhood watch captain sees a boy wearing a hood, carrying Skittles. Well, he didn't know he was carrying Skittles. And he called 911, says he's a suspicious character, wearing a hood, walking around in the rain, looking at houses. Okay, fine. Where this seems to go wrong is when Mr. Zimmerman gets out of his truck to follow Trayvon. That's when things seem to go wrong, because I don't know a watch captain that goes that far at catching an assailant. As a matter of fact, I don't know watch captains that catch assailants. They literally look at their movements and just report. But apparently he lost them after trying to follow him, head back to his truck, and this is where things get murky. Next, it's reported that Trayvon beats up Mr. Zimmerman, and they have witness accounts saying so. Now, I have all reports are sketchy, but the moment where they got into a confrontation, that's where things get weird. But sadly, Trayvon ends up dead from a gunshot wound. But at the same time, Trayvon's dead. Mr. Zimmerman has grass up and down his backside, a broken nose, and an injury to the back of his head. Sounds like a fight to me. But hey, I wasn't there, I don't know. So my choice is to let the process work out. How did race get into it? People brought race into it. People are saying on 911 tape, he had called the boy a coon. And I listened to those tapes and I couldn't make out at what point he ever said that. So I don't know the racial factor of this all. I just don't get it. And then when Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson got involved in it, oh, that's when I knew it was going to go completely off the rails. And it has. People have gone caca over this whole issue. And we don't even know all the facts of it. We don't know all the facts. Jesse Jackson saying that black people are we're being under attack. Attack who? Hispanics? Mr. Zimmerman's Hispanic. True. He has an Hispanic name, but he's Hispanic. So, do we really want to go down the road of saying black people are being attacked by Hispanics? Is that where you want to go with this? I mean, you can call him, right? But he doesn't say he's white. He says he's Hispanic. That's open and shut for me. That's like old Barack Obama saying he's black. He looks black, but everybody knows he's got a white mom. But he looks black to me, so call him black. Tiger Woods don't say he's black, he says he's Asian. Looks black, but he says he's Asian. So you have to play this with a very fine thread. So going into this race thing is unnecessary. It's uncool. Let the process work. Let's find out what actually happened. And the Black Panthers, I don't know what those morons do. You're offering a bounty That's illegal, but I guess they ain't got nothing to worry about. Eric Holder ain't gonna prosecute them. He already let them get away with voter intimidation, so I guess they feel like we can do anything. So, you know, I don't know. Y'all just need to let it work out for what it is. Alright? Alright. And out of that, I'm done with Trayvon. I'm not going to speak on Trayvon no more because I think that's just a sad case of a child death. And while we're, you know, I add this. While we running around talking about the racial component, the non-existent racial component, we still haven't even tackled the black on black crime situation. We still haven't tackled the Hispanic on Hispanic crime situation. More black people will die at the hands of other black people than the every looking white people in today's reality. But we worry about this. I say we get Trayvon some peace, find him the justice that he deserves, and let it go. That's what we should do. Alright? Alright, done with my rant. Alright, next segment up. This is, what were you thinking? This is, sometimes these would be dedicated to people in politics, more or less. This one, first one up, Barack Obama. Now, I know these subjects are rather old, dealing with him, but I couldn't let him go. I just couldn't let him go. In a speech he gave, talking about energy independence and the future of energy in America, he brought up Rutherford B. Hayes. And he said about Rutherford B. Hayes, he said, one of my predecessors, President Hayes, said about the telephone, it's a nice invention, but who would want to have one? Oh, and the crowd laughs, ha ha. He said, that's why he's not on Mount Rushmore. Hoo hoo, ha ha, he. Problem with that was a lie. Blatant lie. I can't find nowhere where he even come close to saying that. In fact, I can go as far as to tell you that he didn't. It's not recorded anywhere. I don't know where, unless Obama's writers for that speech just simply made it up for him. It's a lie. So here we go. We got a president that picks on presidents that can't defend themselves. So what I do is I'll set the record for President Hayes myself. President Hayes he can be considered America's first tech president. Because we got a few examples. For the telephone. He loved the invention of the telephone. He loved it so much, he had one put in the White House. Yes, it was President Hayes that had the telephone put in the White House in the first place. And he had one put back at his residence also. That's how much he liked it. When Thomas Edison came to the White House to show him the gamma phone, he liked that so much, he woke up all the ladies and his wife that worked in the White House to come show him this. He thought it was cool. Hey, they playing my voice on that thing. Everybody got to see this, so he brings everybody in to see this. Also, he wrote the train. When he wrote the train, I think it was from Ohio to D.C. He thought it was cool. He thought it was very cool. He even spoke about it. Talked about how nice the ride was, and you know, he said this is going to be the future. And as far as the telephone, it is said that when he first saw the invention, he saw how it works. He said it was a very cool thing. I think the quote is, he said, this is wonderful. So for Barack Obama to get up there and sit on there, to get up on stage rather, and talk about somebody who can't even defend themselves, I just find that rather punkish. I mean, that's to me anyway. Now, why don't you stick to presidents that's living, or use a quote that's from a president that's living? That don't pick on people that can't defend themselves. That's cheap. All right, and the second one is we're gonna talk about, since we're on presidents, we're gonna talk about another president he talked about, Abraham Lincoln. And when the GOP primary came to Illinois, Obama said, told him welcome to Illinois, the land of Lincoln. Maybe some Abe to rub off on him. Now that was funny. He said maybe some aide would rub off on the GOP candidates as if he could compare himself to Abraham Lincoln. I go, really? Well, let's study this comparison for a second. Barack Obama, Abraham Lincoln. You know what? Let me see I'm going to read y'all something, since I can't remember the whole quote. I wasn't going to try to anyway, but I'm going to read this to you. So, I want y'all to hear Lincoln's ideas on conservatism, on what conservatism means to him as far as the individual. He said, Abraham Lincoln once said, in a country where economic freedom, those who begin poor and most do in the race of life, free society is such that he knows he can do better in his condition. In a free society, a citizen can look forward and hope to be a hired laborer this year and the next year, work for himself afterward, and finally to hire men to work for him. That is a true system. That's Abraham Lincoln. I'm sorry. Does that reeks of individualism to me? Yes. Whereas we all know about Barack Obama, it's all about, or let me say, I don't want people to get mad at President Obama, it's about collective salvation. Collective salvation, individualism. In a year, you can get laborers to work for you. When you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody. See where I'm going? Don't hear Lincoln talking about spreading the wealth. So, you make up that comparison as you want. But, to me, Obama is no Lincoln. He's not even close. Alright, lastly notes. Santorum's wins Louisiana, gets 8 delegates. He's got a long way to go to catch up to Romney, if he's going to catch up at all. He's got to pick up the pace. Y'all know that. He's got to pick up the pace. I don't know what can he do at this point. Romney seems to be in full stride, but Santorum's going to hang in there, so we'll see what he does next. And I want to send out prayers to the Cheney family. Over the weekend, former Vice President Dick Cheney got a new heart, so, which is, I was surprised to hear that, but not really shocked because he had heart problems in the past. So I want to send him prayers. Wish him all the best, him and his family. Alright. And lastly, I wasn't scared to talk about this, but since it is today, Supreme Court is going to hear argument on the health care bill. Now this is something I also do on Facebook, Swami Smitty. I can do my first Swami Smitty prediction, and I think this is one that's rather of a gimme. I think they're going to hear arguments, and I think in a 5-4 decision against. So healthcare will be overturned. And we're going to get the response back about in July, I believe. So, there you have it. That is Smitty from the man chair. I hope y'all like it. I'll see y'all next time.